Hey, how's everybody doing today? Hope everybody's happy and healthy. Hope you guys are meditating and connecting to source. You know we love you, we miss you. We want you to come home. You know what I'm saying? Quick shout out, man. Shout out to my subscribers. I love y'all, man. Shout out to Source. I fucking love you, God. You hear me? Shout out to my ancestors. Shout out to my archangels, my angel guys, my demon guys, and my spirit guys. I love y'all, man. Shout out to the universe. Shout out to the Galactic Federation. And shout out Trippy Everything. I fucking love y'all niggas, man. So, you know, one thing I don't like, is people try to manipulate people, right? This shit really pisses me off. You know what I'm saying? Because people think that they God and they not God. You know what I'm saying? They think they my father and they not my father. Right? So they think they could sit in their bedroom and do little bullshit spells and that they're gonna affect people's feelings and emotions. You know what I'm saying? This is what these witches do. Look, let me make this episode about spirituality and about spiritual warfare because a lot of people don't really understand what spiritual warfare is. Now, I'm currently dealing with this bullshit with my mother. You know what I'm saying? She doesn't leave me the fuck alone. She thinks she's God. You know what I'm saying? So she's constantly doing spell work and shit on me to fuck with me. You understand? It's more annoying than anything. But I didn't know that this was a part of spiritual warfare. You know what I'm saying? I always imagined that, spiritual warfare would be very different than what the fuck I'm actually looking at and what I'm experiencing right now. You know what I'm saying? So it's nothing the way I imagined it to be, and it's very, very different than when you hear the term, spiritual warfare, you don't really, at least for me, it didn't really click. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't really understand it. And learning about witchcraft and the effects it can have on a person, and the fact that there has to be a person on the other side that's doing this. You know what I'm saying? So it takes a person to have the intent to harm another person or to wish ill will on another person or to actually sit there and do a ritual on another person with their picture, with their name, whatever you're using, right? It takes a person intent. They have to want to do that. You know what I'm saying? So my mother wants me to die. Right? So I really would like to understand what the fuck did I do to you? Because at the end of the day, you don't stop. You're not stopping. I asked you to stop and you're not stopping. So, as long as you're not stopping, I'm going to continue to make these lives. Surely, I'm going to continue to make these lives because you're not fucking leaving me alone. Stop trying to manipulate my mind. Stop trying to manipulate my emotions. You cannot control me. I am not controllable. I have control of myself. All right? So, since you won't stop, I won't stop. This is how we're going to do this. If this is how you want to do this, this is how we're going to do this. Your spiritual war, it's in your room behind closed doors while you smoke your fucking crack, right? My spiritual war is here on live. Here on live, telling the world what you're doing. That's my part of the war. I don't really have to acknowledge it, but I choose to acknowledge it. You know why I choose? Because fuck you. You keep on fucking with me. You're not leaving me alone. So if you're not going to leave me alone, I'm going to continue to talk about you. Shirley, my fake mother, who wants to see me hurt. She wants to see me homeless. She wants to see me dead. My mother. Everybody, my mother. It's my mother. It's my mother. She doesn't love me. She doesn't like me. She's been trying to kill me since I was a child. What kind of mother is that? Can someone tell me what kind of mother is that? Did your mother do that to you? Because mine is actively doing this to me, like in real time. Like she just did a spell on me 15 minutes ago because she didn't want me to go live. But she's going to keep fucking with me. So you know what? Let me go live a little early. Surely. Let me go live a little early. Because fuck you. All right? What kind of mother would do that to their own son? You cannot, bro, I already took your mask off, my nigga. When I was in your house, I took off your mask, man. I saw exactly what you were. You even admitted to me when we walked to the bank. I know all about that dark stuff. I used to be really good at it. Oh, yeah? Really? So you're going to admit that to me. And when I asked you, all right, Marshall, can you help me? Because people were trying to hurt me. You refused to help me. No, just don't worry about it. Just don't think about it. Meanwhile, it's her the whole time. It was her the whole time. Right? So understand, I poured my heart out to that woman, because I'm being attacked spiritually by a lot of people. And I explained that to her. You know what I'm saying? Your body trying to kill me. So she joined in on the fun. And instead of helping her son, she tried to kill him. You understand? She did this. This is a true story. I'm smiling because, bro, I'm with God. Right? She never in her fucking mind thought this was going to happen. This is why I'm smiling. Because she never thought this was going to happen. And it's happening. You didn't think this was going to happen. You thought you were so big and bad. You thought you were so powerful. I'm such a powerful witch, I'm going to kill him. That's what you thought. I'm going to take him out. Your own son, who did nothing to you. You threw me out when I was 15. Wasn't that enough? You threw me to the wolves, man. That wasn't enough. You got to continue to try. You see me flourish and you don't like it. You see me doing okay for myself and you don't like it. It's bothering you. Why is it bothering you? Why does it bother you so much that I'm okay? Please explain this to me, Shirley. I would love to know. Why does it hurt you so much that I'm fucking fine? Why does it bother you so much that I'm okay? Why does it bother you so much that I'm trying to do something with my life? Why? Explain this to me, woman. I don't see you trying to kill your other sons. It's just me. What the fuck did I do? I didn't ask you to put me here. I didn't ask you to bring me here, nigga. So what you brought me here for? So I could be a little test dummy? Right? You could just abuse me every which way you wanted to, and then kill me when you thought, and then kill me when you felt like I ain't need to be here no more. Or you know what? He's talking too much. Let's take him out. He's doing too much. Let's take him out. Oh, look, he's smiling. Let's take him out. My mother, y'all, my mother. My mother. What a mother. What a mother I have. Right? Or actually, I don't have, because fuck, you died to me, nigga. You died to me, buddy. The fact that you still trying to do this shit to me, man. The fact that you got the nerve to still fuck with me. After I told y'all niggas, leave me alone, man. You're gonna sit in your room and keep fucking with me. And you think I'm just gonna sit here and or maybe he won't make the live if I do this spell real quick, right? Because I don't want him to talk about me. I really don't want him to talk about me. I wasn't even gonna talk about you, stupid. This live had nothing to do with you. But you decided to cast a spell on me. Right before I'm about to go live, you decided to cast a spell on me to try to tell me not to. So you know what? Fuck it, man. You just won the grand prize. The live is about you. You did it to yourself. Leave me alone, man. What part of leave me alone don't you understand? Right? You want the world to perceive me in some kind of light, right? You want the world to look at me as if I'm a psychopath. Because that's what you want. Because that's what you've been telling the world. Right? Meanwhile, the world that knows me, right? They know I'm a loving man. They know I'm a giving man. I'm an honest man. Right? So, being that the people in my world, right, never knew you because you were never in my life. Never. Never. For what? The woman threw me out when I was 15, and every time I went back over there, some bullshit happened in my life. There's no way I can keep in contact with this woman. She's trying to kill me. So, you don't know shit about me. You don't know nothing about your son, your firstborn. You know nothing about me. So how are you talking about me? How? Please tell me how. How do you know what you're saying is facts if you don't know me? You never hung out with me. We never had a conversation. We never had a real conversation. We had fake conversations. Right? Because you're a fake ass person. So right through you, nigga. I told you I got abilities. See, I can see your fucking horns. Bitch got horns. And what, people don't like the fact that I'm talking about my mother. Well, fuck you if you don't like it, man. The bitch tried to kill me. She's been trying to kill me since I was a child. If you can't understand that and understand my frustration and my anger, then you don't need to be watching my channel. You need to mind your fucking business. You understand? This don't got nothing to do with you. This is my family. All right? People who abused me. All right? People who hurt me and are continually trying to kill me. So I'm going to speak on this shit. All right? You don't want me to speak on this shit? Leave me the fuck alone. I told you, I will proceed with my life. And I will never speak your name again. Leave me alone. Right? And they don't want to leave me alone. So this is what you get. This is what you get, Shirley. This is what you wanted. Right? You wanted me to get on here and speak about you. What would you like me to tell the world about you, Shirley? That you're fake? Huh? That you abuse your children? That you abuse your own son? Huh? How you stole from your own family? How you killed members of your own family? You killed your own mother. My mother killed her mother. Did y'all know that? My mother killed her mother. And she goes, oh, I was taking care of her. No, you wasn't. You was poisoning her slowly. She told me. Until she finally went. And you couldn't find the poison because they cremated the body. Grandma told me. So I know the truth about what the fuck y'all did to her, man. And you did the same thing to Josh. And God knows how many other people. Because she's a witch. And this is all she does is witchcraft. She locks herself in her bedroom. Bro, I stood in her house almost 3 months. I slept in the couch on her roach-infested couch. Bed bugs and all that, nigga. This shit is disgusting. Right? But she pretends that her house is so God. She got like little word signs that says God is love, happy, a blessed house, this is a blessed home. She got all this God stuff all around the house, bro. Like when you initially walk in, I woke up, I'm like, oh wow, this is a woman of God. Wow. Look at all this God stuff. Right? And then when I started looking at the actions and seeing the dark entities that live in that house, bro, this is not a house of God. This is not a house of God, bro. I need to sage my space. Constantly sage my space. Because what the fuck? Bro, what are y'all doing in here? Right? And then, 3 months, y'all. 3 months, y'all. Right? So I know the hours she locks herself in the room. I know when she's awake. I know when she's asleep. I know what she's doing. Right? I'm a God. I can sense this shit. I have abilities. Right? So, needless to say, I got many confirmations when I was in her house. I know that she taught her oldest or her youngest son witchcraft, right? And he does it with his little friends. He's bisexual, right? He got a girlfriend and he got boyfriends and shit, right? How do I know this? Because I was there for almost 3 months, right? They think because they closed the door that I don't know what the fuck's going on because I'm retarded, right? This is what they think. They think I don't know what they're doing in there, right? Like, let me tell you, I smoke weed, right? One time we were smoking the blunt, or they was rolling the blunt, right? But I wanted to roll one. So I rolled the blunt and I walked in there and I saw them rolling up, right? But then I walked out to get something. I came back, their blunt was gone. So I ain't get to see what they was putting inside of it. But I know they put something inside of it because they never pulled that blunt back out. We smoked my blunt. That second blunt never went around. So what y'all was putting in there, right? What y'all niggas is smoking, right? So needless to say, when people leave the house in pajamas to go downstairs to see somebody for 2 seconds and come back up and then everybody's locked in the room for the next 10 hours, what do you think is going on in there? What do you think, hey buddy, what do you think they're doing in there? Right? They've been in there a very long time, right? So, me observing all of these things inside of this apartment, right? And then me being able to see energy, right? I can see the shadows come out her room and come right to me. Like they coming right to me. They're not doing nothing to me, but they coming right to me, right? So that means she's directing, her intent is to hurt me. Right? Because they're coming to me, right? But they know what it is when they come to me. So, I sit with these niggas. Like, where she sent you again? Wow. You can sit right there, my nigga. We meditating. We chilling with souls. You feel me? And I send them back. You can go back, bro. I don't need you. You know what I'm saying? But it's the whole point that this is my mother. And this is what she's doing to me, bro. Right? Meanwhile, she's bragging to me about her fucking, oh, I'm getting my tax money. Like, why do I care? I don't give a fuck. Why would I care about that? Right? But she's constantly trying to throw things in my face because at the time, I lost my job in December. So, me losing my job, I was having, you can't say I was having a hard time. I wasn't even trying to find a job. I was trying to clear my mind, and I needed a place to clear my mind. So God told me to go clear it over there, right? And this is how I got all this information. This is how I got to talk to my grandmother. This is how I got to talk to my little brother. You understand? And they told me what was done to them. So this is what was done to them. You understand? Like probably Naomi too, bro. My aunt Naomi passed away. She's cremated, bro. My cousin Jojo passed away. He's cremated, bro. Like what the fuck? Everybody. Right? So this is how these people been maintaining. They do a life insurance policy. They do witchcraft on a person to get a person sick. Then they do a ritual to kill them, and they collect on the insurance and split the bread. This is my family, bro. My mother and her sisters. Right? They think they're the most powerful witches on earth. Right? And maybe at one point in time they was. Who knows, right? But, God is in the building. And this is why I don't really care. Bro, I don't really care. You know what I'm saying? The end of the day, bro, you got away with what you got away with up until this point. Right? So, since you don't know how to stop, because you're stubborn, you're very stubborn. You don't know how to stop. Like, you don't know when enough is enough. Like, all right, you know what? You're still free. You got away with a lot of shit. Maybe I should leave him alone. Because if this shit backfires on me, you're going to be really fucked up, right? But you want to keep pushing the buttons. Well, let me see how far I can push the buttons. Right? So here's your prize, buddy. You want to keep pressing the buttons? Huh, Shirley? You want to keep pressing the buttons? Right? I don't give a fuck. I never did, man. Understand that. I have no fear. I don't care about you. You tried to kill me. You put me out on house. Bro, fuck you, man. You're a piece of shit to me, man. You understand? And whoever don't like it, fuck you too, man. You understand? I don't tolerate people abusing people. I don't tolerate people manipulating people. All right? I don't tolerate people trying to kill people. Especially when it's supposed to be your mother. Your mother is supposed to protect you. Right? I told my mother, Ma, I think they're trying to kill me, bro. I really got to go down south. But I don't have enough money. But she's bragging to me about having $11,000, but she can't give me no money so I can leave. She'd rather keep me around because she wants there to be a tragedy. She wanted there to be a tragedy. This is why I was there for 3 months. She's waiting for the tragedy. Instead of, and me telling her every day, like, yo, I could really just leave and start over down there. I got a whole plan. Just help me out, man. Right? You got the bread. You got it. You said you had $11K. Did I get an offer for nothing? Nope, I had to borrow $300. Can I borrow $300? Right? I'll get it back to you. Right? And, she gave it to me. But then she tried to kill me. Right? Doing witchcraft. You're still doing witchcraft. So you already proved to me you didn't want to help me. Right? By not giving me what I needed. Right? She claims to support what I'm trying to build. But she didn't give me a place to practice my spirituality. Right? If my brother wasn't home, right, he got his own bedroom. I'm not allowed to go in there. Really? So where am I supposed to practice? Right? I don't have nowhere to practice. And she's not going, well, let me help you. Let me really fucking help you because I really feel you can succeed. Well, obviously not because she didn't fucking help me. Right? She sat there and did witchcraft to stop me. You know what else they did one time? My car was parked in the same spot for like a week. Right? This nigga said he's going to go stay in his girl's house. So I just filled up my gas tank that day. So I had a full tank. Right? The next day, after he left. The next day I went to sit in my car and I ain't got no gas in my car. Right? So they didn't like the fact that I used to go sit in my car and make my little raps and make my little videos. They didn't like that. Right? So they made sure I couldn't go sit in the car because I ain't got no gas in the car. Right, but this is my mother, y'all. Been telling my brother what to do. You understand? This is what they was doing. right? So anybody who knows me, you know I'm telling the truth. You know I'm telling the truth, right? So let's talk about my experience at my mother's house. So got no gas in the car because somebody emptied my gas tank. Somebody stole my gas, right? So she was trying to manipulate my vibration, right? Trying to bring down my happiness because every time, like no matter what's going on, bro, listen, I'm happy, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking of a plan. And she didn't know that part of my plan was actually being in her house. She didn't know that God told me to go over there. She didn't know that I really never had to worry. I was playing a part. I was playing a role, right? So I had to play this role. I had to pretend like I was really in fucking need, right? And I had to really play the part and really live through the struggle because at the end of the day, I gotta make this shit believable. Did I do a good job? Right? I found out they killed my brother. I found out they killed my grandmother. I found out she was trying to kill me. I found out her oldest son is in on it. And if you ask me, there's a lot of incest going on. And that's the God honest truth. And God knows I will never lie. Right? So I really believe that in my heart that that's what's going on in that house. Right? So if you don't like what I'm saying, leave me alone because you know I'm speaking truth. And I told you, I know all your fucking secrets. Right? So you want to keep testing me? You want to keep playing with me, Shirley? Because I have a lot more on you. So, what I would suggest to you moving forward is to leave me the fuck alone. Stop with the bullshit. Because it doesn't matter, listen to me, it doesn't matter if you're going and paying a practitioner to do it for you. The energy you're using is your energy. You're using your energy to give him money. I want you to do this to Jose. And that's your energy. That's intent. You want this to happen to Jose. So it doesn't matter that whoever, and I think it was that doctor nigga that I met when he, some black dude, right? But when he performs whatever he's going to perform, I'm going to see you. Doesn't matter that he's the one doing it or she's the one doing it. I'm going to see the person who wanted it done. All right? So there's nowhere to hide. I want you to listen to me. I'm going to say this very slow for you because you're old. But you don't seem to listen. There's nowhere to hide. I can see you, stupid. How many times I have to tell you this? You don't want me to make videos like this? Leave me alone. What do you think? You think the world's going to look at me in a way because I'm talking about what my mother's doing to me? Huh? Do you really believe that? Do you really fucking believe that, man? So, right? I'm going to try to switch the energy, right? So, hold on one second. When you're a divine person, people want to steal your energy, right? They need your energy to live. They get addicted to your energy, right? So she wants my energy so bad, right, that she's fucking with me with witchcraft. So since she wants to do that, this is the kind of energy I'm going to give her, right? This is the kind of energy she gets in return. You don't like this energy? Huh? You don't like this energy that speaks truth? Huh? Then you shouldn't bother it because it's not bothering you, right? I would have kept all this shit to myself. I really didn't want to embarrass you, but since you want to fuck with me and you want to manipulate me, right, and you want to try to stop me from doing things I love to do, right? She fuck with my throat chakra a lot. She always doing spells on my throat chakra so I can't speak or I can't try to write my raps, trying to make me clumsy, trying to make me forgetful. Bro, they doing everything, bro. And I'm nothing like that. I'm absolutely nothing like that, bro. But this is spell work, and it's coming from my mother. So, with that said, I'm gonna change the energy, y'all. I ain't want to get too aggressive on it, but understand I'm frustrated. She's been doing this to me for a very long time. Okay, and I'm learning about it. I've pleaded with them to leave me alone. I've begged them to leave me alone. I've asked them multiple times to leave me alone. Right? I've been talking about them in my videos as of recent because I'm really getting tired of this. And today I really wanted to make this episode about spirituality and spiritual warfare because you guys don't know. Bless you guys. You know what I'm saying? I want to clear you guys' energy. I love you guys, all right? So, with that said, that was part one of this episode. Now we're going to head into part two, right? Right? So, part two is not going to be nothing about, which, fuck them, right? Part two, we're going to talk about spiritual warfare. So here's what I learned about spiritual warfare. Spiritual warfare is people that were assigned to you, people that were assigned to your story. You could say they're your villains, right? They're the villains in your story. Now, here's the thing about having villains. You would think that the villains you have in your story are going to be people that you dislike, right? People that you really can't stand, or, just people that you really, you have your reasons for not liking these people, right? And you would think that those would be the people that you gotta worry about because you don't like them, so they gotta be the ones doing it to you, right? But that's not the case. You understand? Spiritual warfare be the closest people to you. That's actually your biggest enemies. You understand? I went back to my mother. I thought that would be the safest place on this planet for me. That was the most dangerous place I could have possibly went to. You understand? So understand spiritual warfare, it's a deep, deep, deep war, man. Because they hit you in places where you would never think they would do that to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, holy shit, man, really? Wow, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I pleaded before I went over there with my little brother. Like, bro, I really want to get to know y'all niggas, man. You know what I'm saying? They didn't want to get to know me. They wanted me to die. You know what I'm saying? So spiritual warfare, you got to be ready for devastation. Honestly, you got to be ready for devastation. And you got to be able to take that shit because it hurts. And it don't be the attacks that hurt, man. It be the feelings and the emotions that you get because it came from people that is not supposed to come from. You know what I'm saying? And that's really what hurts the most, But you got to be able to get through that. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, bro, you don't need them. You really don't need them. Do I wish I had a family growing up? Yeah, I really do. I really wish I would have had a close relationship with my family. But I was never given the opportunity. You understand? I was the outcast. I was thrown out at 15, bro. My aunts, everybody didn't like me. Everybody showed me they didn't like me. You know what I'm saying? If I ever went around people that I thought I was cool with, I could just feel that they didn't want me there. And I would leave. Because why would I stay where I'm not wanted? So next thing you know, nigga, I'm out of state by myself. Because, why I'm going to stay there? I don't got nobody there. And then, I try to have a real family. I got kids and shit with this woman who now, I don't even know if those are my kids. I'm being God honest truth. I don't even know. Because, turns out she never been who I thought she was either. So, that's devastating too. You feel me? Like, it's like your whole life was a fucking lie. Everything in my life was a lie, bro. Everything. Holy shit, man. Y'all thought the Truman Show was crazy? That ain't got nothing on this. Like, I'm serious. That don't got nothing on this. Right? I'm living this shit every day. And this is why I don't care to give it to you. Because, nigga, I'm being watched by everybody. And you guys won't understand it because you're still asleep. You probably don't understand half the shit I'm talking about. Y'all probably don't even understand why I'm going at my mother so hard. Because you don't understand what witchcraft is. You don't know that it exists. And it works. Right? It hurts people. They use it to hurt and kill people, manipulate people. Instead of using it to help mankind, they use it to fucking hurt people. Right? Why wouldn't you use this cast a spell to get yourself out the projects? Right? You've been there for fucking 80 years. You lived in the projects for 80 years. You never once inspired to get out of that motherfucker, man. What does that tell you about her, man? Look, nothing against the people in the projects. I love y'all niggas. I grew up there, man. But I aspired to be somewhere different. I chose to be somewhere different. I like my privacy. You understand? I'd rather live in a house. or in a very small community. You understand? This is my preference. Doesn't mean there's something wrong with y'all niggas. Y'all, we all know what it is, right? So 9 times out of 10, people aspire to leave. And I did. I aspired to leave and I fucking left. Without witchcraft. You know? This woman is the most powerful witch in the world, but she doesn't do a spell to get herself out the projects. She won't do a spell to make herself a millionaire. She won't do a spell to make her family get out of poverty. Why? Alright, I didn't mean to go back to that bullshit. But this is, spiritual warfare. This is spiritual warfare. It be your family. It be your best friends. It be your closest friends. It be your kids. Even your kids, bro. Kids that you showed them that you're the fucking best to ever do it. No matter what the fuck they saying, they know the truth. But they still go against you. Right? That's some wild shit. That's some really wild shit. So, spiritual warfare. This is, hey, listen, man, chill out. Spiritual warfare. So, it be everybody that's, close. You know what I learned? What I learned is that companies, like owners, I'm not gonna say a race, but I know a Jewish owner that claims to be atheist. His name is Yoel, right? He claims to be atheist, but he's a witch. He's a warlock, and he does spell work on his employees. Right? One day I was at work, this nigga came in, he said, Jose, how you feeling today? You feeling all right? I was like, why you doing that? You feeling all right? Like, bro, why would you do that? Why would you shake your body like that? If you didn't just do a spell on me and you want to see if it's working, right? So he doesn't realize that I'm paying attention to everything he's doing, right? So is everything all right? Why are you shaking your body like that? I'm fucking fine, man. Are you okay? Why are you shaking like that? Right? So I already know what I need. I saw what I needed to see. He shook his body. He wanted to know if my body was fucked up because he did some kind of spell work. Right? So I have the facts on him too. I have facts on a lot of fucking people. That all they know how to do is go cast a spell. Right? That's all they know how to do. Spiritual warfare. A lot of you guys are in it and you don't even know you're in it. Like you're being manipulated left and right and you think that your life is chaotic because, making bad choices, and you think it's your fault and it's really not. It's somebody manipulating you, bro. Somebody learn how to control you. Somebody learn how to push your buttons. Right? If I do this, they'll say this. If I say that, they'll do that. You know what I'm saying? And they actively implement that shit into your everyday life, man. When you realize how deep this spiritual warfare shit gets, bro, when I be modifying videos on my phone, like sometimes I be wanting to add effects to my dance videos, TikTok, I don't know who works there, right? Or if my phone is hacked, but they always find ways after I finish editing and I got all the effects and I think my video is dope, they got parts where they black out the screen for no reason, just throughout the video. Just like they sabotage my video. So there's a lot of shit I can't even release that I want to release because, niggas is stopping me from fucking, I gotta release my videos without the effects, right? Because somebody at TikTok want to be a bitch, right? You better have abilities, I'm telling you, man. Monday's right around the corner, right? Everybody's gonna pay for what they've done and what they continue to do. So, I heard about spiritual warfare. I knew about spiritual warfare. I didn't think it would get this deep. I didn't know it would be immediate family. These people stole everything. They stole an inheritance from me twice. If I'm not mistaken, it was 2 of them. They probably stole my identity if, they married under my name or some shit. Like, there's a lot of dirty shit in this family. You understand? Like, the name and birth certificate I have, it might not even be my real name and not my real birthday. There's a real strong possibility that that's true. That's not even my mother. There's a possibility that that's my sister. And that the dude I thought was my father is my brother. That's why we all look alike. And I'm the youngest. And they was mad because our parents left me the money. So they stole it from me. Look at this shit, right? Imagine that, right? The woman I thought was my mother is actually my sister, and the dude I thought was my father is actually my brother. This is why we all look alike. So where's mommy and daddy? Who killed mommy and daddy? Right? Who killed mommy and daddy? If that's my sister and that's my brother, which means her kids are my nephews, right? But I was raised to believe that I was her son instead of her brother. Look at how deep this shit gets, y'all. Y'all gotta be, if you want to be spiritual, bro, and you really want to see through the veil, because you're gonna see a lot. Listen, you're gonna see a lot, and God wants you to take action. You're not allowed to see it and keep it to yourself, right? Gods don't do that. We expose. We bring light to darkness. We bring light to darkness. So, since people want to fuck with my light, I'm going to shine it on your darkness. Right? This is what gods do. Or at least this is what my God wants me to do. Right? So, anyway, right? If y'all ain't get a chance yet, go check out my dance video. I got some dope ass videos. Listen, man, I made a lot of fucking dance videos. Right? I only gave y'all a few. I got a lot, bro. Like I was sitting there, cause sometimes I delete some that I don't really like, or I was too crazy on, and I don't release those. But when I saw how many I made this last go, I was like, yo, nigga, damn, I ain't even realize I was dancing for that long. Like that's crazy. But I got a lot of good footage, and I got, what I'm saying, I got some dope ass dances and shit. So that's me dancing with the universe and dancing with source. You feel me? And it keeps my vibration high. And believe it or not, man, I could meditate while I dance. So I don't even be here. Like I be wherever the fucking somewhere in the universe. Like I'll be gone. But it's fun as shit, man. And I really enjoy it, and I'm never gonna stop. You know what I'm saying? This is me. This is what I was put here to do. You know? How can a person say, I'm a child of God, I met God and I have a connection to God, I get messages from God. How do you think I found out we robots? Right? How do y'all think I found out that there's other dimensions and there's other beings? Like I talked to them, I met them, bro. I was on a UFO. I was on the shit, bro. Right? I had these experiences. I was there. Right? I learned how to leave my body. I can leave my body, bro. Right? And I'm this close to unlocking my human abilities. Like I'm gonna be able to physically show y'all niggas, right? What the fuck this body can do, right? And this is exciting to me. It's exciting. It's challenging, and it gives me reason to live, will to live. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to live. I want to show the world this. I really want to. You know what I'm saying? And it changed. That's what changed my mindset. That's what changed my mindset from being suicidal to being a man of God. To going, you know what, man, fuck dying, nigga. I want to show the world what the body's capable of. Right? So how do I do that? Right? And you ask and you get answers. And I got answers, nigga, and apparently you can do it. So I'm gonna do it. Right? I'd rather do this than do drugs and commit suicide, right? Because that's not the way. That's not the way, bro. So I found God, and God gave me this path, right? And I shared this with people, and I'm very happy about it. I'm excited about it, and I try to spread love and tell people there's a lot more to this than you know, man. And instead of people being happy and excited about it, they start attacking me, and they attack me constantly. They want to try to steal it. Like if they could steal my experiences, like that's crazy. Like you can't steal somebody's experiences. Bro, I was on a UFO. Have you ever been on a UFO? On a UFO? Do you think that you're gonna get to go on a UFO if I'm not here? Like that doesn't make any sense. Right? We can both be on a UFO at the same time, nigga. You gotta unlock your abilities. You gotta fucking travel dimensions. You gotta do this shit yourself. You can't take that from somebody. That's like if you go to a football game, but I wanted to go to the football game. Let me kill that nigga so I can pretend like I was at the football game. That don't make no fucking sense to me, man. How do y'all people think? Right? Your mindset and the way your mind operates, it does not make sense to me. You understand? So, I know this episode was wild, y'all, but this is what happens when people fuck with me, bro. Because normally, bro, I'm calm and collected. Y'all already know me, man. I be chilling, bro. I like to blow my little trees, right? And talk my little shit about God, you know what I'm saying? Teach my people about God, you know, and I like to fucking dance, right? And write my little raps, right? Which I got a couple of more, yo, bro. I got like 9. I wrote like 9. I got like 9 raps I wrote, bro. So, I gotta put them together and release them. I haven't really, I've been doing so much with the, with everything, honestly, because I do a little bit of everything every day. So I wanted to say something, right? I wanted to say I'm open to working with people, right? I'm open to networking. I'm open to, working with people. I'm open to all that. So I don't know if anybody's trying to reach out to me, right? But I'm available, right? I'm available to work with. Like I'm really cool to work with. Like I know y'all see aggressive side of me on here, but you gotta understand, what's going on in my life. It has been going on in my life. I have to be able to express myself the way I choose to express myself. You understand? I'm not gonna filter myself. I'm not gonna pretend like I'm not mad. I'm not gonna sit here and be fake. You understand? So understand when you're dealing with me, you're dealing with a real one. You're dealing with a real one, bro. I'm a genuine man. I'm a genuine person. You know what I'm saying? I'm walking, talking love, right? But people fuck with you. You gotta defend yourself. This is me defending myself. If you can't understand that I'm defending myself, then I don't know what to tell you, right? But this is me defending myself because if I don't defend myself and they actually succeed in taking me out the picture, then who's gonna know what happened? Nobody's gonna know what happened, right? So this is me defending myself. I really hope you guys can understand that. So I'm open to working with people, right? On whatever it is it may be. So, I don't know if anybody's reached out to me, tried to reach out to me. Just know that there's people that got fake accounts trying to pretend to be me, claiming to be my manager. I don't have no manager. I don't have nobody talking for me, nobody representing me. I represent me, right? And I have yet to receive, any messages about working together. So, in my opinion, it's due to witchcraft because they want me to be invisible to the world. They don't want the world to know I exist. They don't want the world to know that I make videos and and I do all these different things. They want to keep me hidden because they never succeeded, so they don't want to see me succeed. They want to try to make me fail. This is my family. This is my mother. Okay? So I'm open to working with people. I'm very good to work with. I'm friendly. I'm smart as fuck. I'm very creative, right? Um, I'm a team player. I've always been a team player. I'm a leader. I'm a natural born leader. I lead. You know what I'm saying? I do know how to play second when I need to. So understand I know how to switch roles, right? I could be a masculine, I could be a feminine. I could be whatever I need to be, right? So I'm also an originator. Like I have original ideas. You know what I'm saying? I think outside the box. You feel me? So I'm very sociable. You know what I'm saying? And it's difficult for me to show you guys that when I don't keep people around me because of what's going on in my life at the moment. You know what I'm saying? When you are around a lot of snakes, you gotta seclude yourself. You know what I'm saying? In my case, I had to seclude myself, and then I had to get away. So I got really far away. So if they want to really get me, they gotta come get me. They really gotta come get me, right? So for now, they could just use their spell work, right? Because they never left the projects, so they don't know how to get around the United States, right? Which is not my fault. So there's people impersonating me, trying to make me look like I'm somebody I'm not, right? So they got fake accounts. They go in there, they be assholes to people, and they want y'all to think that it's me, and it's not me. You know what I'm saying? When I make my live videos, or sometimes I pre-record my videos and I upload them, right? And I stay to myself. Like I do leave comments on people's pages. I do talk to people, like not full blown conversations, but like we leave each other comments and shit. We like each other videos. Like I'm actively running my accounts. You feel me? So if anybody ever reached out to me and you was treated like trash, or somebody was just a straight dick to you, that wasn't me. Understand when I tell you that wasn't me, that was these people trying to sabotage my opportunities. Okay? This is my family, y'all, my mother, okay? Trying to sabotage my life. So, if you had an experience like that, I'm sorry. Or my sister, whatever she is. I'm sorry, but I can't control what these people do. I could only express myself to y'all and let y'all know that that wasn't me. You know what I'm saying? Like I stay to myself. I live by myself. I always live by myself. You know what I'm saying? And I don't bring people to my house. So I'm not an asshole to people. I love people. I've always loved people. I like to help people. You know what I'm saying? So the people impersonating me is trying to make me look another way. So understand that that's not me. And if you went through that with somebody, I'm sorry, but you need to hit me up, right? If you want to work with me, the best way to work with me is to talk to me, right? And we'll figure it out. So just understand, there's people that's jealous, there's people that's envious, there's people that's mad because they wanted to be the one, whatever the one is, right? And being that they're not, they don't want to see me rise, but I'm gonna rise. Like I'm already, I already rose. You feel me? So your hate, your jealousy, your envy, when my time comes and the world is looking at me, right? I'm gonna treat you. Listen to me. I'm gonna treat you the same way you treated me. I understand that, all right? I see through your mask. So if you don't want to get exposed, keep your distance, because I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Um, I'm excited about Monday, right? I don't know what's gonna happen, but it's gonna be wonderful, right? I know that. I know that much. So, ever since I found God, I've been able to really gain control of my emotions and gain control of my thoughts, right? And I thought that people of God, when I go to church, people pretend to be very loving in church. Like if you go to church right now, you're gonna see a whole bunch of people pretending to be loving people of God, right? And when they go home, they're snorting coke and doing sex and doing all this shit, right? They're not really fucking children of God. They're not really people of God. But you would think that they would be loving people, right? Because we were raised to believe that. So me having this mindset and then going, well, let me tell the world I found God because fuck, man, God exists, God is real. Maybe everybody gets just as happy as I did. So I decided to do it, and I did it, and I got attacked ever since. Right? So what kind of world is this? What kind of world is this? Where you find out that there's a child of God and you start to attack him. Holy shit, that's God's son. Let's kill him. What kind of world does that to a God? I'm really confused about this. And what makes it more confusing is that this is my supposed to be mother. Supposed to be my mother, bro. The fakest woman in the world. That's the devil, bro. She's the devil. She's the devil, bro. Seriously, she really is. All that fake God shit around her house. All that fake God shit around her house. And she's got horns on her head. She does witchcraft on everybody that's in her circle because otherwise they wouldn't like her. So she has to do it so that they could pretend to be loving people. Right? So I'm not judging the world. Understand, I'm just telling you my experience with my family. I've never had a loving family. Never, bro. Right? I never experienced love until I met God. Which was like 2 years ago. 2 years ago, and I'm 45. So that was the very first time I felt love. Understand, no human on this planet has ever shown me love. So I've as much as I've given it, I've never received it. Right? I received a lot of fake love, but fake love is nothing compared to real love. When I experienced real love, that shit taught me how fake love feels. Right? So I know when niggas is being phony. Like that shit is so fake, my nigga. Go ahead, man. I know what genuine love is because I'm a genuine ass nigga, man. You know? And that's another thing. People mad because I express myself the way I express myself. Oh, if a child of God can express himself that way. Who the fuck are you, man? Who the fuck are you to make that decision? Because you feel that way, bro? You have to be all fucking, I have to wear a suit and tie, and I have to have a fucking desk, and man, fuck you, man. You don't have to have none of that shit to represent God, man. You don't need nothing to represent God, bro. God would rather have you naked, bro, with nothing on outside in the woods. All right? And he'll love him way the fuck more than he loves you. Because what are you doing judging people? You're not being accepting of people. What kind of man are you? What kind of woman are you? If you cannot accept another person for who they are. Out of what? Out of what? Jealousy. You cannot have those feelings and emotions and consider yourself a child of God. Now when you're saying, well, he doesn't dress like a God. He doesn't talk like a God. Who the fuck said this? Who gave you the authority to make those rules? Huh? Because my God has no rules. My God says be yourself. Dress how you want to dress. Live how you want to live. Be how the fuck you want to be. Just be genuine. So I'm being me. Mm-hmm. And if you don't like me, then don't watch me. Right? But my Father chose me. So you have to accept me for me or leave me the fuck alone. That's it. I accept you for you. Right? I don't really give a fuck about you. Mm-hmm. None of y'all niggas. I congratulate all of you on your successes. Right? I'm not a hater. I've never been. Right? I don't have what you have, and I don't care. Mm-hmm. I have what I have, and I'm happy with it. I'm very happy with it. Mm-hmm. Right? I'm comfortable. That's all that matters. That's all that matters, bro. I don't lose sleep because I ain't got followers or because I didn't get no views. Like, you really believe I'm losing sleep over that, bro? You really think I give a fuck about none of that shit? Nigga, once I make the video and I release the video, my job is done. My job is done. It doesn't matter if nobody watched the video. God's gonna say, yo, bro, you gave them the information. Right? It was their choice to absorb it or ignore it. So understand that I don't care. When you meet God, you think God is gonna ask you how much money is in your bank account? What kind of car you drive? What kind of house you got? What neighborhood do you live in? You think God's going to ask those questions? You can't buy your way into heaven. Right? Your followers can't get you into heaven. Right? I'm not looking for followers. I'm looking for leaders. I'm looking for people that's going to stand next to me, nigga. Next to me, not behind me. Next to me. Because those is real gods. You understand? That's who I want. That's who I want on my team. I don't need jealous people, envious people, people that feel like they need to be in a position of power to feel a way about themselves. The fuck out of here, man. Mm-hmm. The fuck out of here, man. You understand? You can have your little million followers, whatever the fuck you got. I'd rather have 3 leaders. Mm-hmm. Leaders. Because all of you will follow our lead. Doesn't matter. We got God. Right? You can't do nothing about that. So you can't sit there and claim to represent God when you have those emotions. You need to figure out a way to release those emotions and become accepting of people, because you cannot change how people are. You understand? This is me. This is my character, and this is myself. I'm being myself. Right? I discovered these things about myself, and I started to make all this shit based on what my father told me to do, which is why I'm here. So I gotta teach my people about spirituality. I have to defend myself as a human being, right? And I have to put people on blast who's out here committing unforeseen, invisible crimes that cannot be seen by the police. Somebody has to put these people on blast, right? So I'll do it. That way, if anything happens to me, everybody knows why. Everybody knows why, even though I'm not worried about it. She's not powerful. She's not powerful. I don't care how much you hide in your room, how much crack you smoke. That's not the way to unlock your abilities. I don't care how many spells you do, right? So it's really disappointing to see that there's people like this in this world, right? And I'm not just talking about my mother, even though she's like, bro, that is the most fucking disgraceful person I've ever met in my life, man. Like, the fact that you could do that to your own child, bro, that shit blows me away. Like, seriously, it blows me the fuck away. And you know what I believe? This is what I believe. And I came up with this theory on my own. So it's not a fact, all right? It's a theory that I thought of. So my family had a lot of kids that have special needs, right? You know, autistic, right? My family had a lot of autistic children in my family. Now, every one of my cousins, every one of my mother's sisters, every person had autistic children. So there's not a family in this family who doesn't have an autistic child. Right? Now, coming from a family of witches and warlocks, here's what I learned, or here's what I came up with. I believe that these people sacrificed their children while they were in the belly. Hear me out. I believe these people sacrificed their children while they were in the belly, and that's why they came out the way they came out. Right? I was sacrificed after I came out the belly. Right? Because they needed me to be normal. Right? But still, everybody, listen to me, everybody. This is a whole family of witches and warlocks. So everybody did these rituals together because they all got the same things. Every last one of them. So it doesn't take a rocket scientist to sit back and go, wow, Debbie had Anthony, Lily had Christopher, right? Shirley had Joshua, and now she got Jonathan, right? Naomi had Jojo and Mikey, right? My great-grandparents had Lito. So, this shit goes back generations of witches. This is what they would do to their children. They sacrificed their children. So they tried to do it to me and they mission failed. Right? And look, since y'all decided to do that, this is the video I gotta make, man. You know what I'm saying? What else I got for y'all, man? I ain't really want to make this episode about them, bro, but understand that, I'll be trying to focus on one topic and then I'll get hit with this rush of emotions and these rush of thoughts, which is what happened to me before I made this video. I got hit with all these emotions and thoughts telling me not to make the live. And I knew immediately what it was. That's why I said, you know what, I'm going to go live right now. I'm going to go live right now and I'm going to put these people on blast. Man, fuck y'all niggas, man. You understand? Y'all want to try to interrupt or interfere with what I got going on. I'm not having it. All right? So, I think I'm gonna leave this live here because apparently the energy don't wanna. I wanna shift the energy. I gotta transmute the energy, right? So let me transmute this shit, right? And I'll make my next live. I'll make my next live about spirituality and spiritual. I'll talk more. I'll speak more on the topic I really want to speak on. Right? I'm gonna just leave this one here. So I hope you learn your lesson. Listen to me. I hope you learn your lesson. I love y'all niggas, man. I'm gonna holler at y'all.